Hello Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Again, this is for July 16th through the 31st, 2021. Welcome back, subscribers. Welcome to those of you who are new. I have already fully shuffled, so I'm just going to do a couple more here, and we will get all the cards out and straight into your messages. Okay, Aries, all the cards are out. First messages, we've got Page of Swords, 10 of Cups, and the Moon card. For some of you, there might be talk about marriage. I am seeing that very clearly here with the 10 of Cups and the Page of Swords. The 10 of Cups is really like the happily ever after card. It's an emotionally fulfilling relationship. It's committed. It's wanting the same things. You can see there's a rainbow here and children playing, and there's just a lot of joy and happiness on this card. Page of Swords is the messenger. So the Page of Swords brings communication. You may be talking about a relationship, talking about what you want from a relationship. You may be hearing communication from somebody in regards to the relationship. So be open to that, because the Page of Swords does bring communication around something that is needed to be spoken about. Okay, so if you notice these little kind of like birds or bugs outside of this page's head, it's kind of like that buzz that won't go away until you deal with it. So the Page of Swords does bring necessary communication. And with the Moon card showing up here as well, this really could, if it is talk about marriage or taking a relationship to the next level, it could be bringing up some fears, some anxieties, something like that with the Moon card here. You know, the Moon card is very much about our deeper inner kind of hidden emotions, but on the surface of that are the fears and the anxieties. And if we can push through those fears or recognize what the fear and the anxiety is, that's when our true path to our deepest desires can really open up. So the message for you, Aries, is if there is a conversation about commitment or taking a relationship to the next level, and that feels a little bit scary for you, or maybe you're not ready for it, or whatever is there, have a look at that. Don't judge yourself for it or make yourself wrong for feeling that way. Try and become curious. Where is that feeling coming from? Is there something from your past that triggered that same emotion in you? Okay, so become curious about it. And the next row, very interesting. I've got the 8 of Swords, Ace of Cups, and 8 of Wands. Wow, 2 8s surrounding this Ace of Wands. This shows me, Aries, there is so much love and joy and abundance available for you with this Ace of Cups. This can be somebody brand new coming in for you if you are single. If you are in a partnership or a new relationship, I do feel there are a little bit of growing pains that might pop up for you, meaning you're pushing past and growing past your comfort zone, and that is always going to be uncomfortable. That's why they call it a comfort zone. When you step outside of that, it becomes uncomfortable. That's only because you're moving what's comfortable to you bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's how we grow and expand and ascend. With the 8 of Swords, there is something here that either you've been blocked from, you haven't allowed yourself to see it, been ready to see it. This can be, the 8 of Swords can kind of bring in almost a stubborn mental energy where we get very stuck in our thoughts, our thinking, and we block ourselves from our heart, our soul, our true essence. And this isn't usually something intentional. It can be just where we're at in our journey. But when we are ready, only we can get ourselves out of this position. So it's taking the blindfold off, it's unwrapping ourselves, it's allowing ourselves to be a little more free here. This card also, I don't really like this definition, but this card can also be a little bit about victim mentality. So if you're feeling like you want to blame somebody else for maybe being stuck or not further along in a relationship where you want to be or something like that, again, become curious about that within yourself. Where does that come from? Usually when we're blaming others, it's because we're failing to look at something that we're doing or could be doing differently within ourselves. And that can be a hard thing to face. But don't let that scare you, Aries, because on the other side of that, you've got this beautiful love. The Eight of Wands brings action, movement, abundant communication. It's also a card of travel. So you may be planning a little traveling or getting away with your sweetheart or your partner. This block here is you're gonna move past this block. That's what I want to say. You're gonna move past it. I feel this is coming up now that I'm looking at these first 6 cards. The reason this is coming up is because there's change coming for you, and that can be scary. So just know, again, the change is triggering the fear of growing. And that's not intentional, it's just a natural human response. So the more aware you can become, the more curious you can become, the easier it will be to navigate through. Last cards we've got out here, first up, Two of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Hermit card. Okay, Aries, I am sensing this King of Pentacles is not your energy. So this is going to be somebody that you are dealing with. Okay, this could be your partner or someone new coming in for you, for those of you who are single. But this King of Pentacles energy, I'm feeling a very strong, almost, and I don't mean this in a negative way, but almost an overbearing like energy. Like they're very powerful in their way of thinking, in what they want. I see that they've been very successful in their life, so they have that confidence to back up why they think and deal with things the way that they are. But with this Hermit card, I'm seeing there's a little bit of a lesson there as well of softening their approach with others. And that could even be in relation to you and maybe some of this talk about if you're not ready to move the relationship forward, understanding that if they soften their approach, that will create more space for you to maybe see things differently or something like that. But the Hermit is definitely bringing in a spiritual lesson here for your partner or whoever you are dealing with. So you're both kind of going through it right now, and no surprise, July was always going to be a big month out of this year. There's so much spiritual energy and expansion in this particular month. And we are building to the full moon in Aquarius on the 23rd, 24th. So, but with this, we've also got the Two of Wands here, which is a decision. It's kind of a decision of which direction you want to go in. If you look at this character, they've got the world in their hand. So it's almost like decision time for you, Aries, within this relationship possibly, or your partner feels like it's decision time. And that can be putting a little bit of pressure maybe on you or the two of you combined. You could be dealing with Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. I've also got Cancer out here, other water energy, Pisces or Scorpio. And also air, so Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But yes, something here around a decision, but I'm seeing this as a fun decision, like where do you want to travel next, or where do you want to go next? What does the next level of this relationship look like? It's almost, I'm seeing it as a stepping stone to this Ten of Cups here. A stepping stone to this Ten of Cups. Okay, amazing. Let me see if there's any other messages for you. There it is. All right, Aries, you've got power. The power comes from within. So quieting the mind, tuning into that inner strength, that inner guidance, that soul and spiritual energy flowing through you, I feel that's where the power is. The mind and the mental energy can sometimes trap us into thinking things have to be one way or another, and that's not always true. So coming back to the earlier messages is to become curious about the things that are popping up for you. That is where your power is. Ooh, I love that message for you guys. Okay, let me get you a spirit animal message and then we'll wrap up the reading. All right. Aries, you've got the heron. Patience. Create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone and find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. That is amazing, Aries, because some of your messages are, not feeling ready for some of what's coming up here, and that is okay. Allowing yourself the space and the time to explore what that is. We need time alone to do that. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose. Create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Patience will bring rewards. There is no rush to get to where you're going. There is no rush. I really love that message for you. Yes, you are growing. Yes, you are expanding. It's happening whether we want it to or not. The more we can surrender into that and become curious about where we stop ourselves, the faster we can ascend and grow. So, what an amazing spirit animal message for you. I hope that resonates. If not, no worries. You can always watch your moon sign, your rising sign, or really any other placement of Aries. Thank you for your comments below the video. I really do love reading all your comments. Also, the description box below, if you're interested in the services I offer, all that info is there. I am a master energy therapist, and I specialize in distance energy healing and therapy. I have clients all around the world at this point, so it doesn't matter where you live. This is my full-time work for over 3.5 years now. So the link below, all the information is there on my website for you. And you'll also notice I have a 15% discount for first-time energy clients or your very first energy session with me. So you can take advantage of that if you feel called to. Otherwise, I think that's it, Aries, and wishing you a wonderful finish to July. I will see you back here for the first half of August readings. Take care.